Right then, this is what we're going to be making today. It's a rail paint stand. As you can see, it's in the wrong scale for what I usually do, but I do have a simple plan. And this is the company it's made by. So if you want to check it out, that is a company, no affiliations, just a product I saw in a rail magazine. I thought, what a good idea, we'll have a crack at that. So let's see what's in the box. So these are the parts we've got. The instructions. Well, that doesn't really say a lot, does it? I'll zoom you in, guys. So as you can see, all it really gives me is a link to the website and a few tabs to follow. Not really a lot to go on there, guys. So let's have a look at the parts. So we've got one of them. We've got a flat one, a funny shaped thing. This will be a slopey. Another panel. Not sure what these bits are yet. And some more slopes. Ooh, a little bit of foam. Another little bit of foam. And another little bit of foam. Right. That's very, very interesting. Well, we'll put that to the side. So, this will be the base. So my guessings are, we'll do a quick dry fit. So I would say, that's going to go into one of these. So we'll see if we can get this in. Is it going at the top? Probably make no difference. Ah, okay. Fits in from the top. That's looking good so far. Right, next part, it's got to be this. So I would say this would go on here. So it's just... Right, that's easy enough. So we've got these parts here. So let's have a think on this. So, what have I got here? Maybe this will go in here. No, it's got to be smaller than that. So it's got to be this one. So let's see if that'll fit. Right, that's in. So I've still got some angles here, but that's got to fit in like that. And then I've got a back piece here. So where does that go? Or is that it? Interesting. It's not quite lining up. So what are these bits for? Let's pull these out and see what's what. Right, put that to the side. Well, that could be something to do with this. Let's have a look. Well, that will fit like that. So So we'll put these in like this. So what's that bit for? Ah, no. Maybe. Right, okay. I see. So that slots into there. And get it lined up like that. And then that will slot into there like that. So that was easy enough, wasn't it? So now then, that will fit a piece of 00 stock. But it's going to be no good for engage. Let me get a little... I've got a little thing here. Well, that's going to be way too far. Whereas you want it flush. So how am I going to get that flush? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to raise it, aren't I? So what have I got that I can raise it with? So I have got this old bit of ply, bit of backing of a wardrobe. It's just what I found. So the idea is I'm going to cut some strips to go across here, build it up until we can get that to the right thickness. Now what we've also got to take in account here is we have these backings. So obviously one will be to go like that, and one will go on like that, and that what gives it a soft body. So we'll have a look first. We'll try and get this up to the right height, and then we'll think about gluing it all together. So I'm just starting to actually glue it together now. So I've just made a start on one of the back pieces. I'm just using a wood glue. So I'm going to glue this. And we'll flip this onto this. Hopefully things should line up. Which to do. So that's the back piece. So that's the bit that goes into there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of weight on that, and then we'll let that dry. Right, so the next bit is to glue this box. I'm going to dismantle it first. So we know that goes on the top, that goes at the back. Goes like that. Right. So these are the first bits I need to glue in. That's that bit in. So this bit next, so that goes on the top like that. So I'll flip it over and we'll get some glue on the back. Right, that's glued in. Next bit will be this bit here. So it's going like that. So I've got a few more points to glue on this. how am I going to do that? Yeah, right, I'm going to run a little bit on the top. Like that. And I'm going to put a little bit just down there. Let's see, like that. There we go. And I'm just going to run a damp cloth across it now. So there we go. That bit's done. So this bit should glue. We'll leave that to dry. I've got my other bit that I showed you drying, and I cut that piece of wood that I just showed you. This bit that was off just the back of a wardrobe or something. It's not very thick. I would say it's maybe 3mm, but when we get it together we'll have a look. But what I've done, a bit meaty this. I've got 4 strips here, all glued together, clamped up, gluing, and we'll see how it works when it's set. So we're going to leave this for the night, come back tomorrow and see how it goes. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. Right then, so we're now going to get this last panel stuck in. Make sure it still fits. Yeah, that's still going to fit in fine. So let's get this glued in. Right, so I want to be both these bits really. Right, here goes. And it's in. A quick wipe. I think that will do. So that's the slope bit done. Right, what we're going to do next. So that's going to be my bit of wood. We're going to put a strip of this on, like that. That'll be ideal. I'm going to put a strip at the bottom as well, and we'll see where we go from there. There we go. That looks good. That looks okay. Make sure I've got the right width for a coach or something. Let's have a look. There's a coach body, and that's going to be ideal height. A wagon, again ideal. It gives me somewhere to rest my hand. So all I've got left is put a strip down the bottom once this is actually set. So there we go guys, the stand is complete. This is the bit I've made to go on the back to raise my actual coaches up. As you can see all the different layers of wood that I've used. That's got 5 strips in the end, and I think it was just 3mm MDF, but we'll give it a measure anyway. So there's me measuring doobery, and I've got it. I don't know if you can see that guys. Let's see if I can catch it in the light. It's actually 14.57. Now I did actually have it level, but I decided I just wanted a touch more height on it, and this is the reason why. If I put a coach on it, it just comes above the actual edge, but it also means now I can get to the bogies easy enough. If I do any weathering on the bogies, it's an easy job. And that'd be nice to actually rest your hand on the slope, just like that, and to actually do your weathering, do your decaling, do your painting. So all in all, not a bad little device that's just been altered. Right, we'll crack on, and I'm going to show you something else. Right guys, this is something I've come across. I've had my eye on it a while, but I thought I'd give it a try really, and I was intrigued. And this is a rerailer. Now it's made by pros. Essentially the difference is it's all metal. It's got a plastic insulator down the middle to actually guide your trucks, and as you can see in the back it's actually got the grooves that actually sit on your track, and you can actually see the insulator down the middle. I think, well, why do you want to rerail? You can get them cheap as chips. You know, we've all seen the plastic slopey ones. Well, the problem is, especially in this day and age, we have a few locos that have traction tyres on. And the more you push those locos about with the traction tyres, eventually you can stretch the tyres on them, and then you get to the point where they don't actually produce any traction. They literally just slip round the wheel. And you can also get that if you're adding oils and things to them as well. It's a risk we have to take, but you learn from experience. And in this case I thought, right, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to have a look at this. This is the Pros' Rerailer. I'll show you a clip of it. Right then, this is the rerailer. It's flat if you notice as well. But we're going to put it onto the track, just like that. And we'll get the loco and we'll plug that on as well. So that's on, and here we go. As you can see, take it off, and perfectly on the track. So there you go. It's a nice bit of kit. Yes, that's like I said before, you can get the plastic ones, but I thought for the actual locos, this is something a little bit different, especially if you've got a steamer with lots of traction tyres. Just going to save a little bit wear on those tyres. And to be frank, I just love the way you can actually just drive it off. You can actually use this as a loco lift, and this is what I've seen happen. People just drive the train onto it, because you can actually drive it onto it as well and lift it off the layout. Easy. So it's got a dual purpose as this. It's not cheap, but think of the engineering that's actually gone into it. So yeah, another useful device that you may find useful.